Hey there, I'm Jesse Stoddard, and I'm excited to introduce to you Strategy First for Restylers, a completely different approach to marketing that's been built specifically for aftermarket automotive businesses like yours. Now, why should you listen to me? For starters, I co host the Ride and Style podcast alongside Josh Polson, respected industry leader and SEMA Person of the Year. And I'm a SEMA Pro member myself and actively volunteer to help with initiatives like the SEMA Pro Cup Challenge. But most importantly, Auto Style Marketing is the only agency 100% focused on helping restylers. This is what we do. I know the challenges you're facing because I work directly with restylers, installers, and suppliers every single day. Whether you're in retail, dealership, wholesale, commercial fleet sales, you're trying to get more leads, more traffic, and a simplified marketing system that actually works, we are here to help. Most marketing people trying to sell you services, they have no clue about aftermarket automotive. They don't understand restylers, installers, or your target market. We do. And unlike those other agencies who throw out prices before even knowing what you need exactly, we take a strategy first approach. Just like you wouldn't start installing accessories without a plan, you don't want to waste money on marketing before knowing exactly what will work for your business. That's exactly what I'm about to show you, how our strategy first process can transform your marketing into a lead generating machine while making your life easier. So let's get started. This is Strategy First Marketing for Aftermarket Automotive, a systematic approach to growing your business. Strategy before tactics, a smarter way. Why? You first need to clarify your brand's messaging, focus on the ideal target customer, ensure consistency across all marketing channels, and build a foundation that supports sustainable growth. It's time to think strategy instead of just tactics and techniques and shiny objects and the idea of the month club. Let's start with the marketing strategy pyramid. Now, typically somebody comes across with a marketing idea like, I need more SEO. I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to try a print mailer. I'm going to create a new brochure. That's just a tactic. It's just a technique. It's not built upon a business strategy. So we start with your overall business strategy and your plan and your objective. Who are you trying to reach? Who's the ideal target market? Exactly how do you communicate with them? And then we decide, what does that brand need to be? And that determines the growth strategy. How are you going to bring in leads and sales? And how are you going to get those customers to be retained, repeat buyers and referrers? And then the team that executes that strategy. So we like to build with a strong foundation and build up, primarily focusing on the middle three rungs of that ladder or pyramid, or blocks of the pyramid rather, in order to build a strong marketing plan. But all marketing plans should be based on your business plan, which is your overall strategy. Here's what you get with a strategy first plan: a clear focus, know exactly who your ideal customer is; consistency, align all marketing efforts with your core message; efficiency, spend time and budget only on high impact efforts; and sustainable growth. That leads to a plan that evolves with your business that we can update quarterly. Our proven process: we begin with a discovery and an audit. We understand your business, the competition, and the market. We build out the ideal client profile, which is to identify and define your most profitable customers. We then craft a core message and core messaging around a clear and compelling message that resonates with those ideal clients. And then we put that into the marketing hourglass, which is to map out the customer journey from awareness to referral. Finally, we build out the execution roadmap, which outlines the exact steps and tactics needed to implement that strategy. Most marketing companies and marketers are trying to start with the roadmap without even having an idea of where that compass should be pointed. Here's the 7 ingredients of a strategy first engagement. Number 1, we begin with a total online presence and a brand audit. In other words, let's look at what you're doing now. Number 2, we do customer interviews and surveys, which is like a focus group, and competitive analysis. That's a step that almost all marketers skip. Number 3, we craft that core message and the ideal client personas. Number 4, strategy overview and the customer journey mapping. Number 5, we build out editorial plans for exactly what content we're going to create, and the hub pages for SEO optimization, which is a special SEO feature that we provide that's cutting edge and most companies don't even know how to do. Number 6, we create a priority growth plan. If you're a company running off of EOS, Entrepreneurial Operating System, you're going to love this because it's the same as building out rocks and deciding, what are we going to get done this quarter? A lot of people have a lot of ideas, but actually executing them is the hard part. Number seven, that execution calendar, exactly when it's going to happen, what's going to happen, who's going to do it. We put all of those ingredients into a recipe to bake the perfect marketing pie. So we have basically 10 steps here. There are 3 meetings. Those are in the lighter colored, and then the darker colored are the action items in between the meetings. So we begin with a comprehensive discovery meeting to go over all of the materials that we have to begin with your plan to make sure that we're talking to the right people and that you have an understanding of how this is going to work. We interview you, ask you questions, really get to know everything. Then we do the total online presence and brand audit as step 2. Step 3 is the customer interviews and the competitive analysis. Step 4, the core message and the ideal client persona. Then we meet again at step 5 because we want to check in and make sure we're on the right track before we proceed. A lot of companies don't do that. We think that's a mistake. We need to make sure we really refine that before we move on. Moving on to step 6, we create the strategy overview and the customer journey mapping. Number 7, we build out the editorial plan and the hub pages for SEO optimization. Come up with the priority growth plan for 8 and 9. Here's the calendar. And then we meet again to deliver that and launch that plan, checking in to make sure it still is the plan that you 100% agree with and feel is going to move the needle for your company as soon as possible. Why this works? It's based on proven principles that have been employed in thousands of businesses, by the way. Part of this comes from a famous New York Times bestseller, Duct Tape Marketing. I've already gotten the certification on that, have licensed all that, and added a lot of our own stuff, by the way, and then specialized this for the aftermarket automotive. But it's been tried and proven so many times that we know this process works. It creates alignment between the business goals and the marketing activities, and it creates clear direction and specific actions to drive success. That's why it works. So the first part of this presentation was just why strategy first. The second part is, why us? What's a fractional CMO agency and why work with a company like ours? We are one of the rare birds out there that offer the strategy plus the implementation. Okay. A lot of companies will give you a plan and some fancy thing that goes on a shelf somewhere that nobody ever looks at again, or a branding guide. We're going to provide all of the strategy, but we're also going to provide a solution to getting it done, which is the most important part. Marketing as a small business is hard. It's just getting harder every year as more and more things become more complex. The challenges are things like this: difficulty finding reliable marketing partners or team members, struggling to stand out in a crowded market, wasting money trying to guess at effective marketing campaigns, keeping up with the constant changes in marketing challenges, understanding how to target and find the right customers, navigating the complex technical aspects of marketing, collecting the data to know what's working and what's not. And you're busy running your business, you shouldn't be expected to market it too. And that's going to lead to some of these problems, or all of them. Wasted money on engagements or mishires, junior level marketers without leadership, competing based on price, not being able to afford senior level marketers. What was working before is no longer working, confused as to what is actually working, one team member doing everything but not doing it very well, and then money wasted on tactics that just aren't performing. So what is the solution? We believe it is a fractional CMO agency, which is very rare. A fractional CMO, by the way, is a highly experienced marketing strategist who works with organizations on a part-time or contract basis to provide strategic direction and lead marketing efforts. We provide that. I am that. We have that. But more importantly than a person, we have a system around it. So we actually have a fractional CMO team. Basically, our entire team is acting as a fractional CMO with that system. And then the agency side is the implementation and execution side. So why bring these together? In marketing, there's so many different skill sets needed, from strategy to content to social to SEO to paid to project management, video editing, more and more all the time. Many small businesses do not have the budget to hire for all of these roles. In fact, almost none of them do. A fractional CMO agency is a fractional CMO who also brings an implementation team to a small business that has gaps in their current marketing team that we can help fill. So let's just talk about the cost effectiveness of a fractional CMO. A chief marketing officer, fractional versus full-time. If you were to hire someone full-time in-house, and this is one person, it's not a team like we have, or a system, it's just a person with the ability to create these types of plans, it's going to cost you $5 to $10 grand a month. A marketing director is about 15 grand. A VP of marketing is 23 grand. CMO is 29. Okay. So your average CMO in-house is going to cost you a lot of multi 6-figure income. And they usually want bonuses and all that on top of it. who has the budget for that or even wants to? And so average monthly salaries, according to salary.com, show that the fractional CMO is a fraction of the price. And it's a good deal. I think you're going to like our prices because we provide even more value in addition to that. So what does a fractional CMO do? Creates an overall marketing strategy, builds the team to execute the strategy, manages the team to keep them on track and to up-level the implementation team, ensures marketing goals are aligned with the business goals, owns the marketing metrics, which leads to not having to compete on price, not having to stress about new business coming in, a long-term reliable marketing team with specific skill sets, management and growth to junior level marketers as we build and grow your team, bringing in a senior level marketer for a fraction of the cost, staying up to date on everything that's changing in marketing, clarity as to how the marketing is actually making an impact, and focus on the right tactics, not just more tactics. It's basically the opposite of all the problems. We're not a fly-by-night operation. We've established a company. We have core values, and they're not just words. They're the pillars of delivering value to our clients. And here's what you can expect when working with auto style marketing. Client success and happiness is a focus. We value individual initiative among our team as well as teamwork with your team. Innovation and creativity, always staying on the cutting edge of how marketing is changing, being reliable and consistent, and being committed and caring about your results. Our core focus is our purpose, cause, and passion, and our niche. We want to help 100 automotive restylers grow revenues by 100% or more while empowering entrepreneurs to become game changers in their fields, leave a legacy, and achieve the 4 entrepreneurial freedoms, which are the freedom of money, the freedom of relationship, and purpose to do what you want. And our niche, we are white glove, bespoke, full service strategic marketing solutions for aftermarket automotive. And what makes us really unique is that we have guaranteed superior customer service. We are the marketing easy button. In other words, we're your marketing department and a machine in a box. And we offer the fractional CMO side, which is marketing strategy and strategic planning. We also have our difference, which really shows our process here from onboarding the first 30 to 45 days of strategy first, building out all of the marketing assets and launching everything. And then we fall into annual and quarterly planning with monthly planning meetings. So this is a process for us. This is a proven system for us. It's not a fly-by-night operation, and it's not a knee-jerk response. Our guarantee is that we stand by our work with a 100% satisfaction guarantee for the strategy first engagement. If you aren't satisfied for any reason, we'll refund your money, no questions asked. Additionally, for ongoing retainer clients after the strategy phase, we offer an unbeatable customer service and no ghosting guarantee. If we don't help elevate your leads and conversions within 6 months, we'll work for free until we do. Our team is evolving, growing. I have the best people on my team. I'm super stoked to introduce them to you. Probably going to mention and see many of them throughout the emails and the conversations we have. But we are all here to help you. We've got real results from this. You can look on our website or on Google for many amazing reviews and video testimonials and case studies that explain exactly how we've helped our clients in automotive to get great results. So what does it look like? There's a 30 to 45 day strategy first engagement. Then only if you're happy with that process do we engage a longer term retainer. And that's based on what is determined in the strategy first engagement. And we become your outsourced and internal marketing team. Now, you could choose to take your plan and do it yourself. You could choose to have another company do it for you, but we hope you come back and use us for that. So in order to get started, all you have to do is sign the agreement. You complete a payment. There's an intake form, and then we schedule a kickoff call and we dive right in. It's really simple. So you may have questions. Please feel free to reach out with any of them that you have. We're happy to talk to you about this process. And let's get to the investment. Strategy First costs $7,500. Now, we do also offer what's called Strategy First Lite, which is for startups and very small shops, which is a considerable discount. However, it's not the complete program if you are a larger, well-established shop. So Strategy First is $7,500. There's a Strategy First Lite option, which has a simpler version for startups and very small shops at $3,997. However, if you are looking to establish yourself prominently, if you're a larger shop, you've been around for years, especially if you're going to go multi-location or franchise, you're going to need the full version. And then the retainer, this is just a range because we don't know until we look into your business. We dive under the hood of somewhere between $1,750 and $10,500. That's a big range again, because it depends on your business and all the different marketing that you might do. There's many different things that you could be doing. And so we just want to be realistic that there will be a budget and you can't get results with no budget. And it depends on the strategy that we create, but you will have agreed upon it at that point. If you've approved this entire plan, that is going to be something that you're aware of as we go. You won't be surprised. And we also recommend a performance-based bonus like a commission to align objectives and motivate the team. If you want to treat us truly as your marketing team and we are a bolt-on to your business, then you're probably going to want to motivate our team to go above and beyond. That's up to you. We never require it at this point, but we do ask that you consider that because it makes sense. And it's the same way you would treat a good salesperson on staff, right? So that's it. That's all of Strategy First. Looking forward to hearing from you and appreciate your time today.